What's up, y'all? Just wanted to tell y'all a little story, man, about how God will test you. Um, so let me see where to start this. Alright, so I'm out here in California, man, so it's a lot of dispensaries and shit around, right? So there's dispensaries and shit around the corner, damn near on every other block, you know? But there's a dispensary that's real close to my house, and there's a dispensary that's by my job. So first, we're gonna start at the one that's by my job, right? So again, this is all a test from God, and unfortunately, I failed. All right, so yeah, I used to go to this dispensary for a while now. Been going there for like, it's crazy, probably like 2 years now, and that's a long time. Like, that's loyalty to a dispensary. Like I told you, they on every other corner, so it's like, to be going to one for 2 years means a lot, you know? So I'm going to this dispensary all the time, and they done moved locations like 4 or 5 times, easily 4 or 5 times. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so, and I went to them every time for 2 years. So one day I just went there, going to get some weed, walk out, and I had to use the bathroom. No bathrooms in sight. I'm outside in the middle of nowhere, you know. Not in the middle of nowhere, but there's no bathrooms in sight, you know. So I went and used the bathroom behind the building, you know. Didn't think nothing of it, you know. You know, I'm a man, just go piss outside. That's what men do, for the most part. So 2 weeks later, because I got enough weed for like a while, you know. So 2 weeks later, I come back, walk into the dispensary, hand them my card, and I'm wondering why it's taking so long for him to give me my card back. He's usually in and out, like, take my shit, boom. Or he see me so much, he might glance at it, you know? But now he just holding my card for a while. So I'm like, you know, wondering what's going on. So dude looked up at me and was like, yeah, man, the owner of the building banned you because he had you on camera taking a piss behind the building the last time you came to get some weed. I'm like, what? I'm looking at him like, that couldn't have, who? But I'm thinking like, man, them niggas see me. But I'm like, what? So he like, yeah, they seen you on camera when you left here. You took a piss in the back of the building, so they banned you. You can't come here no more. So I'm not gonna lie, inside I was kind of devastated because I love this fucking weed shop. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, fuck them, because there's weed shops everywhere. So, alright, I walked out like it was nothing, you know? Really sad about that shit, but I walked out like it was nothing. Alright, and the dude was cool, so I didn't want to make a scene. I had known him for a while. Not known him, but seen him, so fuck it, right? So, boom. Now, I'm coming home. So, this was probably like a week or two after then, because I went to the shop now that's closest to my house. I went there probably like a week ago, you know what I'm saying, got some weed, which was decent, you know, and it was like, okay, I'm gonna go back there. And I used to go to this shop before I found the one by my job, but now that I'm banned from there, I have to go to the one that's by my house, right? So I'm going to the shop by my house. This is the second time me going there in a while, because now I've been going to the one by my job, you know. So I go in there, and I go in there to get some indica, you know what I'm saying? And I already had my mind made up almost, for the most part, on what I wanted, you know, because Skywalker is always the main thing I get from there, because I know that's a strain that they have there that's good, you know what I'm saying? But they had 3 different indicas in there that were all the same THC level and all the same price. Right? So I told the girl, I'm like, yeah, I want some indica, and she explained those to me, and I was like, okay, so which one do you think is the best? She was like, yeah, well, all of them are the same THC level, but the which one was it? Platinum is fresher. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, I always get Skywalker from here, and I've had Platinum, and it's like I didn't ask her which one was fresher. I said which one was better. She said fresher. So I said, nah, it's cool. I'm gonna get the Skywalker. So I see her grab a jar, put the jar up on the thing, and now after she grabs the jar, she just takes it to the front, gives it to the person at the thing, you know, and they ring you out. So I just watched her grab it, because I said Skywalker, watched her grab it, put it up there, and that was it. All right. So now we get to the front. I'm at the checkout, right? So at this dispensary, they put your weed in bags. You know what I'm saying? In most dispensaries, they put it in bags, but in this one, they put it in a glass jar, then in a bag. You know? Okay, so after the girl passed off the jar, I'm not thinking nothing of it. So the other girl just put the glass jar in the bag, you know? So, me and the other girl, we standing up there just talking and shit, just talking and everything's cool, talking about this and that, you know? And she checked me out and I leave like nothing, you know? I'm driving to my house. I only live like 4 blocks from there. So like halfway when I get home, I pull out the weed and I'm like, you know, seeing what the weed is. But I look at the jar and it's Platinum, not Skywalker, like I said. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, bust the U-turn immediately. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, because I'm like, I still got the weed. I literally just left. Like, let me go back and exchange the weed. So I get back there, trying to exchange the weed. I get to the guard, they let me in, go back in there like it was nothing. So I walk up to the same girl I bought it from. I'm like, yo, I wanted Skywalker and you gave me Platinum. She was like, what? I'm like, what you mean? I asked for Skywalker and you gave me Platinum. This is not what I wanted. Like, she was like, well, I'm sorry, but that's what you got. Like, you know, we don't do exchanges here. Like, this is final sale. I'm like, what you mean it's final sale if you made the mistake? So you gonna make me take something that you made a mistake on? And she was like, yeah, sorry. And even with her face and her hands doing like this, it was just like, yeah, sorry, I guess you have to. And I'm just thinking in my mind, like, yo, like, is this girl for real? Because I completely understand this, like, no exchanges and no all of that when, okay, just say this is the weed that I made a mistake and I got outside and wanted to change my mind or some shit. But I told her exactly what I wanted. She grabs the wrong thing, sells it to me, now is making me keep it, although she made the mistake and gave me the wrong thing. And I'm sitting here like, yo, is she for real? And I'm saying this out loud, looking at all the other people. I'm like, yo, is she for real? And everybody else just standing in there like they don't even want to make eye contact with me. And mind you, at this shop, like, I'm out in the valley. Like, was the only nigga in the shop at the time, only black person in the shop. And look at me, I'm the epitome of a nigga, especially out here. And I'm loud as fuck now, because I'm like, yo, is she for real? And I'm looking around, and everybody, like, looking down, and I'm like, oh, man. So now I'm like, yo, you can't be serious. Like, you just made this mistake. Like, what you talking about? So I'm going back and forth with her. And she like, well, I don't know what to tell you. Like, there's nothing I can do. You want me to change the rules? Blah, blah, blah. And just being sarcastic with it. And it was just her old energy and her whole demeanor talking to me. It wasn't apologetic whatsoever. It wasn't apologetic whatsoever. Like, she had made a mistake at all. And it was crazy. Like, you really talking to me like this and you fucked up? You really talking to me like this right now and you fucked up? You gave me the wrong thing and now you gonna make me keep it? I'm like, what? Like, I'm telling you, I was baffled, but I was just so angry, and it made me even more angry off her demeanor and how she was looking at me like, okay, what you want me to do? You know? So I'm like, man, I'm arguing with this girl. So I'm like, man, fuck it. I'm out of this place, bro. Like, fuck this people. I'm like, man, fuck her stupid ass. Y'all need to pay attention, bro. I'm talking shit to everybody. Like, not to everybody, but to people about her. Like, yo, y'all need to watch her, bro. She don't know what the fuck she doing, blah, blah, blah. As I'm walking out. You know what I'm saying? But as I walk out, I'm thinking like, bro, I didn't come here not to get my weed. I'm going to get the weed that I want. You know what I'm saying? So I go back in there. So God let me back in there. I was trying to be cool in the beginning, but as soon as I walked back in there, it was just like, man, this fucking stupid ass. It was just building up in me again. Like, yo, this fucking stupid ass motherfucker. Oh, just flipping out now. Like, yo, y'all, this dumbass lady, y'all, she running shit in here. I'm just talking hella shit. Like, this fucking little clown ass little girl, blah, 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 this, you know, she don't know what the fuck she doing. People need to pay attention, blah, blah, blah. But I'm talking to the girl that I'm checking out with. I wasn't talking directly to her. I was talking so she could hear me. I wanted her to hear me, but I wasn't engaging with her. I didn't even look at her no more. I was just talking out loud to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And the girl chimes in like, yeah, well, if you don't like what's going on, you know I can hear what you're saying. If you don't like what's going on, you can get out of here. I'm like, girl, I ain't going nowhere. You don't fucking run nothing. She was like, yeah, I do. I'll ban you from here. And when she said that, I'm just like, girl, ban me from here. Girl, fuck you. It's dispensaries on every corner. What you talking about? Like, what you talking about banning me from here? You think I give a fuck? She was like, all right, man, you keep talking. I hate to have to do it. I'm like, bitch. And when I said bitch, I already knew it was it. But it was at the same time, I didn't give a fuck. I meant it with all my soul. Because this girl was, I'm telling you, her whole demeanor, it was no apologetic tone at all. She talking to me like, okay, just deal with it. And it just made me feel some type of way because you made a mistake. You made a mistake. All you had to do is to be slightly apologetic. It would have made me feel better. She was on some shit like, okay, get out of here then. Take it or leave it. And I'm looking at her like, what? Like, bitch, ban me then. Fucking stupid ass bitch. Now I'm going off, calling her all kind of names and everything. Now, she done called the security guard inside. Like, oh, security, come in here, bro. And I'm looking at him like, and his demeanor was cool. But I'm like, bro, man, this bitch is fucking stupid. He like, man, don't be calling her a bitch. I'm like, nigga, that bitch is stupid. And she like, yeah, he banned. Get him out of here. And mind you, I'm still in the interaction buying the weed that I wanted from this girl. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah, I'm not banned from shit. I'm getting my, she like, nah, don't give him back his money and he not getting no weed. I'm like, what the fuck this bitch? So I snatched the fucking weed out the girl hand that me and her was cool. We ain't had nothing, you know, we talking, chopping it up like the first time. Snatched the weed out her hand and made her take my money. Like, I'm getting my weed and you taking my money and I'm getting the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, yeah, you banned, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, fuck you, you dumb bitch. I have somebody else to come in and get my weed. You know what I'm saying? Or I go to another one up the street. What are you saying? You know what I'm saying? But it was just her whole demeanor, man. But you know what? Even through all of that, I shouldn't even have responded like that, bro. Because you know what? Now I just got banned from the two closest dispensaries that I know of with the best weed by my crib and by my job. The by my job one wasn't even thought about. I'm telling you, that didn't even cross my mind. It never crossed my mind. Just went and took a piss behind the building, now I'm banned. But this one, I could have been completely in control of that. And this was all a test. But I'm telling you, the way she was interacting with me, it was like I just went blind. Like, who the fuck does this bitch think she talking to, bro? And I hate feeling like in my soul that somebody's trying to play with me or they think I'm sweet or something. Or I'm somebody you can come at like that. Like, girl, it's like, man, but I'm trying to release this, man. That's why I'm making these videos. That's why I'm doing all of this, man. Even talking about it, man, I'm trying not to be that person. But God will test you, man. He will test you. And now hindsight, it's just like, man, Shawn, you shouldn't have did that, bro. You shouldn't have did that, man. You know better, bro. You know? But at the same time, it felt good. And fuck that bitch. But I know better, bro. I know better, you know? And next time, I want to behave in a better manner. And I want to learn from this situation. Because I don't want to continue to do these things, you know? But this is a testimony right here. That's why I wanted to make these videos. Because this is really, like, this is me, man. It's like, I'm trying to let it go. It's not me. It's just this thing that has been a part of me for a while that I'm trying to release, you know? But it's like, when that fire boils inside you, man, believe me, man, I'm speaking for myself. I'm speaking to whoever listening to this, man. Like, I know it, man. It's so crazy. It's like, it's just burning flame inside me. And it's just like, man, I will do whatever. Like, don't play with me, man. And it's like that. It shouldn't be like that because it's gonna get me into some deeper shit. It just causes trauma, and it's not worth it, and it's too much energy, and none of this is even matters. We just here, man. We gonna go through things all the time. There's gonna be some shit tomorrow that's gonna make me wanna fucking flip out, but it shouldn't, because I'm in control of my emotions. You are in control of your emotions. And it's something I'm really trying to work on, man. I'm telling you. But God, I failed the test the other day, boy. I'm telling you, big time, big time. Cause I'm telling you, I flipped out on that girl on all kind of ways, man. And it was merited. Like nobody even got to tell me. If anybody was there witnessing that shit, they would have chimed in too. Fuck that bitch, you know. Just cause her whole demeanor is so unapologetic. She didn't even give a fuck that she made a mistake. And I think she just didn't want to show to like her peers, because she may have been running shit in there, that she actually made a mistake. No accountability whatsoever. She just played it like, oh well, get it and get out of here. You gotta take it. It's fine to sell. And it was just like, I'm telling you, the shit just hurt me and annoyed me and fucking infuriated me all at once. Like, girl, you not about to pull that shit today. Not on me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm about to turn up and try to fucking embarrass your stupid ass in here. And it's like, look, even this energy now, I'm telling you, it just came back, bro. And it's like, let it go, man. That was like the last video, let it go. But this is God will test you, man. That was a test. And I failed. But it was still a lesson learned from it. What not to do the next time, man. So, yeah, man, just try to pass the test, man. Try to pass the test and know the test when you see it. Because it's all a test. We're at the journey to the beginning. You know? It's all a test, man. It's all a test. But yeah, that's the end of this video.